I want to make sure that my thoughts on the game are pretty much like set in stone. I don't know if this is a react. If it's a reaction video, we're probably not gonna. I was kind of hoping to watch the actual original. I thought he was making his own commentary.
Absolute state of Wuthering Waves. My opinion on
Okay, I wanted to see if what Tech, because the thing is, Tectone has been a gotcha game YouTuber for way longer. He's played way more games than me, and frankly, he has the money to whale out that I will frankly never have. And so I genuinely respect and appreciate this dude's opinion on gotcha games. Let's see what he has to say. Hopefully, it's not just a reaction, in which case I'm gonna stop it and we're gonna, you know, I'd rather watch the original video.
Wuthering Waves. My opinion on Wuthering Waves is that it hasn't done anything in a long time to get me to care. Like the free.
Agreed, but again, that's Shorekeeper's about to drop. Agreed, but Shorekeeper's about to drop, and more than that, it's like similar to Mount Firmament, which I understand not a lot of people got invested into Mount Firmament. That's fine, but it was the freaking it was the introduction of Jue, and it gave us a really sick boss battle that you can repeatedly do. You know, Jue is freaking awesome, and it also gave us Chang Li, who's a freaking phenomenal character with an amazing what was it? Freaking amazing, like it feels good to play as her. The combat fluidity is freaking awesome, and frankly, I think she's a little OP, and I love her. She's waifu.
5-star was cool, but like I need content that I want to do. The story.
You said what?
Done anything in a long time to get me to care. Like the free 5-star was cool, but like I need content that I want to do. The story for Jin Shi was fucking awesome. Right, but like, man, that 7-week gap was just so long, right? Like,
yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
They need to release.
They are pretty slow with it, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't see that as a bad thing. I would rather have a game that is delayed to heck and back. Else, I would rather have a game that is delayed to hell and back, and come out ready, good to go, like balanced. Shang Li Yao, like, oh my goodness, dude, they gave you that character for free, and frankly, I get it. You know, nobody really likes to play as the male characters. They don't really want to, like, wail out for it. But let's be honest, Shang Li Yao is a free 5-star that had no right and no need to be as overpowered as he is. There are people actively trying to, like, max out the damage score on Shang Li Yao. And he's a freaking free 5-star, bro. Get it. There's never been a better time to freaking get on Wuthering Waves than right freaking now. Because that 5-star will push him through the freaking game, dude. Legit. He does better output damage than some of my other characters, bro. And not only that, but even your main MC, Rover, phenomenal. It's not like other games. Like, honestly, frankly, I'm looking at you, Honkai Star Rail. Your freaking first MC sucks booty cheek. I mean, sucks booty cheek. Don Hung, your first 3 characters in Honkai Star Rail. Physical MC, Physical Destruction MC, Dawn Hung, March. All of them B tier. March, because of the update they just came out with, Imaginary March, now that she's a supporter and no longer a defender, she's become S tier. Other than that, garbage. Normal March, garbage. All of them garbage. Oh, March is only really good for like follow-up attacks if you're ever doing like follow-up attacks on stuff like that, but otherwise not good. She might be good on Simulated Universe if you're doing like a freeze build, like a remembrance build. Otherwise, no. Then meanwhile in this one, Spectral MC, perfectly fine, great, amazing. Havoc MC, once you like get towards the end of the game, one of the most amazing freaking characters in the game. I'm still using her. Genuinely still using my MC because of the fact that she's so freaking good. It actually makes me want to play as my main character. Just gotta put that up.
Something I'm gonna
get some ice.
Dope to let me sink my teeth into, and I
agree, because the Moonlight Festival thing was not nearly enough content at all, bro. I cleared that thing so quickly.
For Black Shores, I do, and I'm excited to going back to Wuthering Waves. I am. It's fucking amazing. I mean, right now for me, it goes Zenless Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, then Wuthering Waves. Because I feel so detached from the world, because it's been so long since I felt the urge to play, because I've already beaten
hold on, really?
Go Zenless Zone 0, Honkai Star Rail, then Wuthering.
Bro, I gotta be completely honest. My list would probably put Wuthering Waves the top, then Zenless, then Honkai. Even though I've dedicated more time in Honkai, and I'm probably like a mega fan of Honkai Star Rail. I'm an actual mega fan of Honkai Star, like not mega fan, but I am a big fan of Honkai Star Rail. Enough that I'm trying to do lore videos today on it. You get me? So I can understand the world, the world a little bit deeper.
Because I feel so detached from the world because it's been so long since I felt the.
But yeah, I would definitely put Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone 0, Honkai.
Urge to play because I've already beaten everything that I've wanted out of the game. That doesn't mean that I've beaten everything, but out of all of the content that I could have played, I've beaten everything that I've wanted to do. Right? I do agree. They fucked it with 1.6.
I've basically done everything as well, except for side quests, but I've done literally everything else.
Being so boring. Yeah,
only the side quests, the like actual side with the blue missions that do that like don't even have voiceover.
But I think with Black Shore being released, because I believe that's where the rover.
And I'm also grinding my levels.
The Black Shore is a big deal. I'm not sure why the Black Shore is a big deal, but it is a big deal.
It's huge.
And I believe it's
so Black Shore is a big deal. For those who don't know, the reason why Black Shore is so freaking phenomenally a big deal is because there's a secret organization in the game called the Black Shores. It's an organization that is supposed to be incredibly secretive, incredibly advanced, and incredibly kind of like the Illuminati, so to speak. Incredibly reserved. Like you will not find you don't find a Black Shores member. The Black Shores members find you. Like there is no. That's literally how the game has portrayed them. We know very little about them, but for some reason, even though nobody else could help us out with very ancient technology, very advanced ancient technology, only 2 members from the Black Shores were able to help us. On top of that, it's the place where Encore is from. It's the place where Alto is from. So we're like, this is potentially not only that, but they made it very clear that potentially you and the Black Shore group are like connected deeply in the past, in your previous life. Which, for those who don't know, it seems like in the game you either resurrect or awaken from a long slumber every 1,000 years. So at this next 1,000-year awakening, you're trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening, who you are. You don't have any memories, but the Black Shores seemingly has worked with you in the past 1,000 years ago and may have far more answers than what they're giving you so far. So this is why we're hoping to get some answers. I'm not going to spoil anything too crazy, but even Jue, the dragon, the Sentinel, didn't give us. He gave us a lot, but not everything. You get me?
So not going to spoil. 1.3 into 1.4. into 2.0 is what I've heard. But we will see. Wuthering Waves has at least done enough to where I'm going to play every new update patch.
Plus, we also haven't had a whole lot happening with the Fraxidus since we defeated Scar. And frankly, I don't what are you going to do with Fraxidus? You got to do something with him at this point.
Because the developers have shown me that they give a fuck, right? So that's why I will always play. Rover's Pass, yeah, I want to see that shit. But
yes.
Yeah, when 1.3 comes out, I'm going to play 100%. When is that shit releasing anyways?
Today we're doing one of those videos.
Next Wednesday.
The current state of Wuthering
Now we're streaming it.
Watching and listening to the video till the end will make you
be there for it. It's going to be next Wednesday. It's going to be on the frick Epic Games Buzz Off. I hate you. I'm going to freaking install you so freaking good so fast. Next on the 2nd.
A better person like me. Okay, so today let's talk about the state of the game. I'm not gonna talk about and do a review to every single thing because I already talked a lot about the game.
Got it. Okay, so this is Tectone's reaction to this, dudes. All right, we're not gonna watch the Tectone one. I don't want to react to a reaction. Let's go and check out the original video.
Yo, today.
All right. Sorry, Tectone. I will watch that personally on my own time. I genuinely thought it was going to be Tectone talking about Wuthering Waves. I just wanted to watch any kind of Wuthering Waves content because I want to start becoming more involved in the community as a whole as well. So who's this by? Steorg? I'm probably going to put that whole Tectone section at the beginning of the video anyway, so, shout out to Tectone for recommending you this video. Go!
We're doing one of those videos, the current state of Wuthering Waves. Watching and listening to the video till the end will make you a better person like me. Okay, so today let's talk about the state of the game. I'm not gonna talk about and do a review to every single thing because I already talked a lot about the game, but let's talk about the current game, the future of it, and of course, what are we expecting? I'm gonna start it with the revenue report. The game went a little down with the Jaja, which I would really say that it's a problem.
I gotta be honest with you, if I had it, I would have pulled for Jaja. I did not have the materials needed to pull for Jaja. So you know, what can I do?
Making with making the
But if she ever gets another rerun banner, I'm absolutely pulling for her. She's actually really freaking good, in my opinion.
Shangli patch too long and making this
Let's go! Shangli, best character! Wife!
second patch in a
Wife,
new
wife,
game,
wife,
a
wife.
filler patch isn't really that good of a call, but maybe they're cooking. But for now, it's a little questionable. They still made an insane amount of money, okay? 11 million is a crazy number. People do underestimate that in mobile only. But yeah, whatever. Let's talk now about the actual game, okay? Because no one is getting that money. So my first point about Weathering Waves, which I'm also making a separate video about it, is holograms. And I think that holograms are carrying this game. Now the thing about holograms is that I can say that almost all bosses are good, with excluding bugs of course, because we started with the IX camera problems and things like that. But other than that,
I gotta admit right now, personally, I am not up to this point yet. I am still grinding out like crazy. I've done everything I could possibly do in the game, campaign-wise, story mission-wise, companion quests, updates, patches, everything. I'm pretty much just stuck with side quests, and I got most of my characters to like level 70-ish? 70, 60, 70, 60, 70, around 60 or 70. So I gotta max them out, and I gotta get their skill points maxed out too. So I still got plenty to go through, plenty to do. But, so I haven't like really gone crazy on the holograms yet, I should say.
that I think that every boss
Still working
was
on those.
cool. Some of them of course were a little annoying and had some weird mechanics, but my experience currently with Weathering Waves is, other than doing dailies and playing the game from now and then, just logging in and trying new characters and new comps to just have fun in some challenge in one of the holograms that
100% agreed. Right now, I'm having so much fun doing a Changli Encore freaking like teams,
already
freaking
did,
solid.
by the way, is something super fun. I really like the holograms. They are carrying, and it is going to be getting better and better. We are finally having the Inferno Rider, and I can confirm it's so good. It's super fun. A lot of people will like it. A lot of people will tilt. I can't wait to see people try it.
The Inferno Rider hologram?
It's fun. But yeah, I think this mode is something we're missing in most gachas. Maybe I can say all the popular ones, and I think this is the main thing that a lot of people play Weathering Waves for. Some good challenge that.
And I gotta be honest with you, so I'm assuming, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe the holograms are basically like time-based, like it's basically a DPS check.
You don't fight in
right?
most
Or
gacha
am I
games,
missing something
and
here?
their approach with it is, okay, you can build your characters, right? You can make them the same level, and you know, level 90, and you can kill the boss.
Yeah, you can see, like, Fierce Cry. 3 minutes after the battle begins, the Impertinence Heron will increase its attack by 50. So every 10 seconds, stacking up to no limit. So basically, the bird, after 3 minutes, it's going to gain plus 50. So every 6 minutes, it'll double its damage. Every 6 minutes, it'll double its no. Wrong. After 3 minutes, it'll increase its damage by half. Then every 10 seconds, it'll increase it. Then after that 10 seconds, it'll be double damage. Then every 10 seconds after that is another 50. So it'll be... Freaking A, dude. Yeah, no, by 6 minutes, how long... You would be insane? No, by six minutes, you already be freaking destroyed. Bone Crusher. When hit by the Impertinence Heron's attack, the character's defense is reduced by 10% for 15 seconds, stacking up to no limit. Every time, and on top of him increasing his damage every 10 seconds, every time he hits you, your freaking defense gets reduced by 10%. Like, it's absurd. I think it is, yeah, okay, I see. Okay.
Easily. Well, every single new boss now goes to level
You do get some pretty good rewards for it, too.
100, which
not every
makes
time
you
though. I don't know if you get it every time.
That. Unless of course you're a whale, but I'm talking about people who want to enjoy the game, of course. Now let me talk about the depth of Elusive Realm. I love
it. I absolutely love it. It reminds me so much of the Simulator Universe in Honkai, and I don't want it to change. I love the way it is. I wish they put a little bit more story, like a little bit more into it, just to like to that there's like more different events happening, more different enemies, new enemies. But otherwise, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I actually get stuck on this a lot. I get stuck playing this a lot.
We played the first stage now. God, they're cooking. Like, as I
Yes.
said from the start of the game.
There's a whole deeper storyline to this entire thing. Like, that I don't know. I feel like it has nothing to do with the rest of the story, but it's freaking phenomenal, and I love it.
This has the
The
potential
whole
to
gatekeeper
be
thing.
the best mode in the game, and the current state of this mode is cool. Like, this is cool for
Yes,
casuals
it's amazing.
or
I love it.
tryhards or anybody to enjoy.
I love everything about it.
This mode.
Yes.
You can mix and match, and it changes every single patch. Now, of course, we can't dismiss the fact that we just got another free 5-star, the first free limited 5-star that we get, and he is cracked. Another character that is
He's absolutely cracked. He's very broken.
very powerful, and with
I'm leveling him
Shopkeeper in
up
the
right
future,
now.
I think the meta will go crazy. And this is the thing about Wuthering Waves. I think that the community really likes the game, and you have those people who, like me, go and make a video and complain about something, and you find it addressed in the next patch. I would say not everything, to be honest, but a lot of the things that we want to, be
Uro Games has been so incredibly responsive to criticism. It's freaking phenomenal and amazing, and you have no idea how lovely it is to see this in the gaming industry. Oh my goodness.
fixed are getting fixed. So
I'm like, and on top of that, it seems like there's like a little bit of co-op as well. I haven't really tried it out yet, but I got invited for somebody to join my world one time. I'm like, what? You can join other people's worlds? I don't even know how that works. I'm trying to convince Chaos to freaking start playing Wuwa so I can freaking like, get him to collab with me.
this actually makes me think about how
I say collab so he can co-op with me. Well, unless he wants to do a collab, I'm down for a collab, Chaos, but I don't even think you got a channel yet.
generous and fun in the same time this game is. Like, it is actually doing a great job at being
He does
a
photography, though. I don't think he's
free-to-play
doing YouTube
live
videos yet, right?
service
Are you?
game. I can easily say that you don't
No, I know he put up some footage on Instagram, which is really
need to
nice
spend
footage, by the
money
way.
in this game. Which takes me to the other thing. The 4 stars in this game are amazing.
To be fair, look, you gotta check this out. On his point, I can show you all the characters I have, and I haven't spent a single dime on the video on the
I'm
game.
making a video about Chessa currently, and this is one of the characters that not a lot of people are talking about, but she's like so much fun. Like, trying new.
She is incredibly fun. She is not good for DPS, like for damage. She just not really. If you want to get good damage with her, you're going to have to like heavily increase fusion damage for her with somebody. But for example, on my account, Wuwa, give me a brief second while I log in here. I'm pretty sure it doesn't show my info anyways, but I'm just in case. Perfect. Okay. Like compared to a lot of other gacha games that I've played, and to be frank, all the gacha games that I played, I can actually count them all on my hand. Girls Frontline, Arc Knights, Girls Frontline, Arc Knights, Honkai Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Tower of Fantasy, and then of course these two games, Zilla Zone Zero and Wuwa. So about like 6, more or less. And Nikkei, so 7, more or less. These are all the characters I have unlocked, and this is entirely free. I have not spent a single dollar on this game.
By ingenuity.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars naturally, plus the 1 free 5-star, which is Cheng Li Yao.
The experiment begins.
I've completely beat literally everything you can check. Basically everything. I got a daily quest and some side quests. Otherwise, I've defeated everything, including the events, the campaign, the companion quests, everything that I realistically can do right now.
Plan with convention. Then
and yeah, I mean, it's a decent roster. As far as like DPS, Chang Li is an amazing DPS. Like, if I had to like put them into like S tier, A tier, B tier,
by
It would be A
ingenuity.
tier, A tier, A tier, A tier, A tier. Oh, sorry. I should say S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier.
Let me be.
S tier, S tier. A tier, A tier, B tier,
I can help you.
A tier.
Quick.
Somewhere in between B and A, but because of obvious reasons, A tier.
If you know what
S tier, A tier. Honestly, A tier. Kind of B tier, mainly because he doesn't do a whole lot unless you're wind. So I haven't really used him at all. But like, yeah, amazing characters. I never feel like I'm struggling. I never feel like I'm like desperate for another character. Like crazy. I want Juja, of course, but I'm not like super desperate for the particular characters. Not compared to other similar games like Honkai Star Rail. I'm constantly like at a deficit for freaking like characters, bro. Constantly like feeling like I gotta wail out or something. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to keep up.
Characters that are 4 stars and getting insane results with them is something cool. I would say that there are some things that I don't care about in the game. I do not really like Tower of Adversity or the Abyss in Genshin or MOC. I don't really care about
the Tower of Adversity. Honestly, completely agree. I've done like 1 or 2 freaking like things on it. It doesn't appeal to me. It just feels like a bunch of small mob enemies that are just like annoying. They're constantly all talking at the same time, so it's a bit of a pain in the butt to dodge or really like counterattack. It's just annoying.
I kind of have fun with one of the, for example, Scar fights, but you know,
haven't even gotten to that point.
Like 60% of it is a stat check and 40% is a skill. You know,
yeah,
it's not the thing for me. I like
it really is a stat check because it's entirely dependent on the level for the most part.
Still doing a good job at making this mode. I hope they change it, by the way. I hope they make it even better. I still think the world...
I hope they make it a little bit easier, or I don't know. I hope they make it a little bit easier, basically. It is just a stat check, so maybe that's the point.
Really
maybe the point is that it's supposed to just stay as a stat check for you to like try to go through at the end in the end game. So maybe that's what it is, you know.
Help.
It might be an end game thing.
It's being so good currently, but
it's intended to sort of stay that way,
like,
you know.
The story is really an important aspect, and we didn't see a lot of it, which takes me to the other things. Events. I'm really happy that they are trying to implement co-op and make it work in this game. They are trying to see how they can make co-op work, and I think co-op is a very good thing. Like,
yes, absolutely, I love it. I hope they continue to make it better, and I hope they keep pushing that aspect of it, because I think that's gonna separate Wuwa from every other gacha game out there, honestly.
They make a good permanent mode, this game will have even a better future. And trust me, if they make something good and they actually innovate in co-op in these games,
please,
it will be
dude,
a lot of fun.
Dude, if you could run around in the open world, I would lose my freaking mind, dude.
But of course, you know me, I will never dismiss that this is a gacha game. Like, this will always...
Oh, most definitely. We all know what they're here for. They're here for our wallets. Don't get it twisted. That's the point. But so was Rainbow Six Siege. You get me? There's a way to do it right. I love Rainbow Six Siege. There's a way to do it right. You gotta make me love the game, and then maybe I'll spend a bit more money on you. You feel me? But it's a free game, so it's understandable, right? You already know my rules. Any game that's free to play, $30 is absolutely reasonable to spend on it. $60 if that game really earned your freaking wallet. You know, earn that money. Hell yeah.
Be a little down for me. And so,
and this game in particular. Maybe Honkai Star Rail is more like I'm on the fence about. It's just because I've dedicated so much time. But this game in particular has kind of loosened up my wallet. My empty wallet, but you know, it's a wallet.
It has its problems. And to be fair, why should you even consider playing the game every single day? Especially if it's very free to play friendly. So yeah, you can actually have so much fun. Maybe what you think about Weathering Waves in the comments. And yeah, that was the video. Bye bye.
Freaking phenomenal video, my dude. Absolutely loved it. Loved it. Dropped him a like already. I'm gonna sub. I want to see more stuff from him. I'm gonna share this video. It sounds like he does a lot of Wuwa content. So I'm gonna share this on the Discord. Please go drop him a subscribe. Go drop him a like. Drop him a comment so the algorithm knows that you want to see more of his content. Thank you all so much for going to check him out. And thank you to Tectone for that recommendation video. I will check out that video of yours personally, probably later on. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe. And become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!